Hi everyone. We are about to begin part 2, classic Pilates mat. I'm setting my camera up differently so that we can see the whole mat. So have your long Thera-band handy and get onto your mat on your back in constructive rest again. Okay, here we're going to begin with hundreds. So if you have a ball or a big pillow, you can lift up and place that between your knees. Okay? And we're just going to hug into the ball a few times. So hug 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And perhaps we lengthen the legs a little more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then one more time, we lengthen up, maybe lengthen the legs out down the mat. And a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we've awakened our inner thighs. Let's bring the heels together. Your options are to be in a bent knee or to lengthen out. And then we're going to either stay here, hands floating off the mat for an inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you can lift your head, rest the head back into your hands. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or reach your arms long, looking towards your inner thighs. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, you can be here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can lengthen up. 2, 3, 4, 5. You can lower the legs a little. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can bring the head up. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you can lengthen the arms out. Head up, looking towards inner thighs. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then hug your knees in. Circle them wide of each other and back together again. And perhaps take them the other way. Whew! I don't know why Pilates thought he should start with that one. I have hairs hanging on my wrist. Okay, hug your knees in and keep the right leg hugged in as you lengthen the left leg out at your 45-degree angle. Again, with osteoporosis or penia, it may be best to leave the head laying back if you have neck injuries or neck issues. If not, we nod nose towards mouth and lengthen through the spine to look towards the inner thighs, and we switch and switch and switch and switch. 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 And hug both knees in. Rest back down for a moment. Now lift both hands and feet towards the ceiling. Take hands overhead, feet towards your point of control. You circle the arms and hug the knees in. The heels stay together. Once you've found your point of control, you can reach out to the point of control. Circle and hug. Some of you may want to curl nose towards mouth, lengthen the spine and reach up. Inhale, circle and hug. Reach, circle and hug. Reach, circle and hug. Head can be on the floor. Reach, circle and hug. Reach, circle and hug. Beautiful. Take the right foot overhead, left foot towards the end of the mat. Reach way up towards your ankle. And if you have tight hamstrings, your knee could be bent. We hug the leg towards us. Hug, hug. Hug, hug, and switch. Hug, hug, and switch. Hug, 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 hug. Hug, 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 hug. Some of you are going to lift up. Hug, 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 hug. And some may hug your torso towards the leg. Hug, 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 hug. Fluid breath as we work. Hug, 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 hug. Hug, 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 hug. And release release back down. Lift the legs up, bring your hands to your sides, let your shoulders relax down, flex your feet. Float the heels towards the floor, point and float them back up. So don't go so low that you have to engage momentum. Float down and float up. You don't get a gold star for getting closer to the ground. See if you can keep your shoulders grounding back, your neck and jaw relaxed, your eyes and forehead relaxed. Fluid motion in the legs, really strong from the low ribs down through the torso, out through the inner thigh towards the heel. Oh, one more. And then come back up and hug the knees in. Bring your hands behind your head and we will reach left elbow up towards the sky as we extend the left leg long. Really rest the head back into the hands. Now remember, with osteoporosis in piña, we rest the head back, we lift the elbows straight up. Some of us may twist armpit towards knee and switch and switch. Fluid breath. You may inhale and inhale, exhale and exhale. Fluid breath, fluid motion, integrating the body, waking up to our oblique muscles. Woohoo! And come back to center and release down and float one foot to the floor and then the other. Come back to your fluid breath. So we're going to do a few more parts of classic Pilates mat, but we're going to do it unclassically. So we're going to take the foot up into a Thera-band for leg circles. But first we're going to begin by allowing the arms to come down, resting the shoulders back and penduluming the leg down and up. Fluid breath, letting the femur bone move in the hip socket and releasing the femur bone away from you, down towards that end of the mat. As the foot comes up, the femur bone settles down and it moves that direction. Good. Fluid breath. Now, take the strap into your left hand, hold strongly, open your right arm out to the side, and see, can you ground your whole right side as you take the left leg out to the left? Can you really ground in your right low back ribs and your right pelvis? And then exhale back to center. So that grounding of the right side body, really grounding down in the rib cage, is important. Okay, let me show it on the other side. You all stay there. But here, my worry is that people come out here and they come way off the ground like that. So can you stay grounding and take the leg out? Keep these low back ribs grounding, the pelvis grounding, the length in your leg, and then come back up. Okay, so now our Thera-band is on the left leg, right leg is long. We're going to take the foot across, the left foot across to the right, down, around, and up. And it may begin small, right up here. Small circles, moving the femur bone in the hip joint. Now, as the left foot comes to the right, this pelvis may pick up, that's okay. But as it comes down, around, and out, we don't want the right pelvis to pick up. There it is. So we circle a couple more times. And then come to the top and take your circles the other way. Really grounding the right side of the body. Fluid breath, really extending the leg into the Thera-band. Last one. Good. Now bend your knee in. Draw your foot in and just stretch for a moment. Take a few fluid breaths. Feel into knowing your body in this moment. And then release and straighten the leg again. So it may be that you have tight hamstrings and you have a little bit of a bend to the knee, and you can think of drawing your circle with the kneecap instead. Okay, so if this feels like this is where you are right now, then do that. Okay, we extend up, we ground shoulders, we release neck and head, and we circle towards the right shoulder, towards the right ankle, and then out to the left, keeping the right side body grounded. And let's do 2 more this direction without the Thera-band. Feel into your own core strength that integrates while you move. And then take the circles the other way. Fluid breath. Extension. Whether it's through the foot or it's through the knee with a bend. Fluid breath. And last one, and hug the knee in. Release the left foot to the ground. Walk the right foot up and take the Thera-band up over the ball of the foot. And then pendulum. Foot towards the floor, foot rises back up. Fluid breath. Can you just feel into what's moving in my head? Can we get to know our bodies through this practice? Now lengthen the left leg out. Take the strap into your right hand and ground your left side. Really ground these ribs, this pelvis, the inner thigh, the outer heel of your left foot, and take the right leg out to the right. Can the left side body stay still and grounded, and then come back to center? And then take it out again. And then back to center. This is my harder side. Really try to ground through the inner thigh, the outer pelvis, the ribs, and the arm. And exhale back. Now take the foot across to the left side, down and around and up. Fluid breath. Feel into creating a fluid motion of the foot, even if that means the circle is smaller. Fluid breath. And when the right foot comes out to the right, can we stop this side body from lifting off? Can we stay grounded? That's the core awareness. Coming around, let's take it the other way. Circling down, around and up. Down, around and up. Down, around and up. 2 more. Fluid breath. Enjoying the sensations. Let's come back up and bend the knee and stretch. And then let's release from the Thera-band and come back in to relaxation and constructive rest, tuning into the breath. And then at the end of this little series, let's take a windshield wiper twist, taking our knees to the left, bringing our arms up overhead and stretching long. Can you stretch up the whole right arm through the right wrist and fingers and down the right side body through the right leg, down through the right knee? And then inhale back to center and take your twist the other way, holding on to the left wrist now. Stretch the left side body. And then let's come back to center. And this is much farther down in the Pilates mat series, but let's inhale, lift our pelvis. Coming into a bridge. Those of you on a pillow, push your pillow out. And then exhale, lower the pelvis towards the floor. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Fluid breath. We inhale and we exhale. A few more. Now inhale, get to the top and pause. Lengthen your tailbone towards the backs of your knees, lengthening your lumbar spine, activating your glutes. Pause in your bridge pose, strengthening the back of your body now. And then exhale, release. Okay, one more little activity here. Let's bring a block in under the sacrum. And let's draw the left knee in and up. You can flex the foot and we lengthen it down and over, point and lift. Some of you may be able to be on a higher setting. For me, it's easier if I turn it this direction on the higher setting. We exhale, and I exhale up. Inhale down, and exhale up. Can you keep integrated ribs to hip pointers here? So I have the tendency to want to overarch my back to get my foot down. See how I'm using the lumbar spine. Better if we can let it lengthen through the psoas pathway and don't overuse our flexibility, those of us who have it. So we flex and we point. And then let's bend the knee in, release the foot, lift the other leg. Do not feel like you have to be on high. Being on low is perfectly fine. We lift straight up, flex the foot, lengthen, point, and lift. Fluid breath. What's good about this is here we're lowering and we're kind of holding back on the lowering. So we're lengthening the muscle and strengthening at the same time. And then we concentrically contract to lift back up. And then we flex and lengthen and lower and contract and draw back in. One more time. And fluid up. And then let's bend the knee, step back down, and pause in our supported bridge, really concentrating on the three-dimensional breath into the whole circumference of your rib cage. Let your mind be with the breath, feeling the sensations of where body and breath meet. Can you relax now? You've done good work in the body. And then let's lift up off the block, take it out and lower the pelvis. And that's the end of part 2, the classical mat.